Okay, so hypothetically, if I have a friend who's 56-year-old healthy adult male,
Yes.
Or is living in Europe where it's illegal.
With
So
a
that would be a friend as well, maybe.
so she's talking about a friend here. I'm not talking about myself.
No.
Wait, how old are you?
You know, above average intelligence, relatively good looking. But
Solid beard.
The silver
where
fox.
would you
as he
go?
might be
No,
called.
where would you go? Where would you direct someone to become educated or to become knowledgeable enough to be able to get the proper credentials to get what you need to get, or participate in some sort of, what is the way to go from a completely outsider to having some sense of what's going on and to safely try some things and see if it's going to work for you?
I have one suggestion for our Canadian listeners. National Access Cannabis is a clinic up there, and they're huge on just the education and getting people that have never used cannabis, don't know anything about it. You go in there, they have classes and all of that. They get you your prescription and everything, and they'll just educate you so you know what you need exactly, and there's no question about it. But
No, definitely.
there's places like that here in the U.S.
Yeah, I think the education, that's what I did. I mean, it was kind of a forced education because, again, being on the media side of this industry, that was part of my job, was staying up on all the information, all the news and the companies, the movers, the shakers, the personal stories, or what we call patient stories, which really do hit home. So I do recommend doing your homework. The internet is our friend. I mean, do look out for fake news and propaganda, but there's plenty of sites out there. You know, that I am biased. I do like the Cannabis because that being a news site did come out of mainstream news. So they follow what we call SPJ, Code of Ethics, Society of Professional Journalists. So the information and news that they convey, they try to make sure is as factual and accurate as possible. The same for the Californian, the same for when I was with marijuana.com. We really want to make sure we covered the facts, and 50% of what most of these sites do cover is news and education, because that's the interest. They do get in a bit to culture and other things as well. But definitely going on the internet, and there are experts on there that do like to share their news and their educational information. So that's what I'd recommend. As far as getting your card, it does vary from state to state because, again, keep in mind that there's only so many elements of this industry that are national, let alone international. So, I mean, MMJ Online is the company I utilize for re-upping my medical, but some people are a fan of HelloMD, or, you know, there's several different, even Ease, I think, can help you out with that. So there's platforms out there, but do take the time and learn. I mean, it's not like you're trying to grow, because that's a whole other education. You know, that's where you go to the Jorge Cervantes and the Ed Rosenthal books of the world, and that's a really I know people are going back to college to study, and not just here. Ran into a couple in Iliffe in England that were going back to school to study ornamental horticulture so that they could learn about the grow. That's a totally different thing. But as a consumer, just educate yourself.